So good evening, you hosers and hosettes. Welcome to Booger's Basement tonight. Tonight in the basement, we got woofers. That's lacking some woof. The surrounds checked out probably back in 1982 sometime. I got some Jensen Model 5s. I'm working on refoaming them. I got some refoam kit from Midwest Speaker. I thought I was recording the first one, but apparently my dumb ass didn't hit the record button. So I wasn't recording any of that. But that's alright, because I learned a little bit and this should go smoother. Except for, I don't know, this one, so the foam's checked out. The first one, that all this crap just fell right off. So now I gotta kind of gently pry this stuff off so I don't rip it apart. I don't know what they call them. What do they call it? Gaskets. Remove the gaskets. So I gotta gently pry these off. The other ones, they just fell off, but I suppose I could get a blade under there and kind of persuade them. These ones are stuck pretty good though. The other ones, I liked it because the other one just fell right off. This is gonna, I don't understand the same speakers but different process here, obviously, because these ones stuck and the other ones didn't. These ones must have been made on a Wednesday and the other one's made on a Monday. The Japanese factory, too much sucky. Too much sucky. Well, this ain't no fun. The first one was easy. All the crap fell off. What the frick, over? I wonder if I could persuade it a little more. I don't want to ruin them. What's the worst that could happen? Could rip it in two pieces. Just kind of get under and work your way around here. Oh boy, that didn't sound good. I didn't like the sound of that. We'll see once. Ugh. I don't like that sound. Sounds like it's separating the gasket, but maybe it's not. Oh yes, it's separating the gasket. I think we'll be alright though. First one just fell right off. This one's being a pain in my keister. Yeah. I didn't like that. Hopefully that ain't gonna cause a problem. I hate to do it, but if I have to, I can turn them around so it's nice and flat. Because we lost a layer here. Oh, man. Yeah, they really put the glue on these ones. A different glue too. I think I'll try to cut under this one. Just don't cut. This one's turning out to be not as fun. Get a another new sharp part on there. broke the plastic instead of breaking the blade off. So much for that. Come on, baby. What keeps on happening to my music here? Trying to get her under there and angle it down so it doesn't cut up into the gasket. See, pretty, but neither am I. I ain't pretty either. You know, fuck all this shit up. Well, that worked better. That worked better than ripping it in half. I'll just cut under there. I think we'll be alright. Now comes the fun part of soak-a-dokin'. I'm gonna take a microfiber here, and some 91% isopropyl alcohols. Get her soaked here. Watch the fumes. And whoops, go around and juice her up. So soak the basket and then go around and dab the cone here. Soak the what's left of the foam on there from 1973, 74, 75, whenever these are made. They only made them a couple years, 73 to 75. Take your alcohol and let her soak on there. Give her another good soak on that basket. Try to break down. I don't know what kind of glue this is, but it doesn't break down with the isopropyl very easy. The other stuff is like blue. This stuff's like green. And I did pull the speakers out, and I did notice there's different even different wiring inside. They're same speakers bought together, but different wiring. Why are these stupid things breaking off? They're supposed to break off at the whatchamajiggy, the indent. So then you're soaked, and let's go around and take your little snap knife here and go around and scrape this crap off. noisy this one is. The other one wasn't noisy like that. Hopefully this coil's not bad. It's kind of chunky, but hopefully they didn't play the crap out of it when it was toasted. Picked these speakers up at an estate sale. Pretty cheap actually. I think I paid $5 a piece for them. They probably seen the foams are shot. Figured they're garbage. Hopefully the coil's good. I think we need some more soakage. Oh, my neck hurts. I wonder if this is a water-based one. Alcohol's not really touching it. Way around the cone again, get it soaking. And the cone, you just want to come in and gently scrape around or knock the boogers off. Take her down to the cone. Knock off what's left of the foam. Snap knife works pretty good. You can use an X-Acto if you got an X-Acto. Just go around and scrape it off. Let's try a little brake cleaner. Why not? That's a little more gooder. A little brake cleaner. It's good for you. This glue is something else. So, once you got her kind of cleaned up and scraped like that, then the next step is to cut this dust cap out. Dust cap, you just want to kind of go in the center here. Make like an X. Go back to the cone, but be careful when you get to the cone. Kind of, I suppose you could cut like a circle, about a quarter to 3/8 inch in. Try not to go too deep to hit the coil. Just get the tip of the blade in there and make a circle around. stuff in there. Make that circle around, get that dust cap out of there. Then we want to just take your blade and go in, get kind of on the same angle with the cone. Just make a circle around. Don't poke through the cone though. Watch out where the wires connect to the cone down there. You don't want to cut that. Keep it in the same angle with the cone and just go around in a circle. Cut her out. Nick the cone a little bit, but that'll be right. You gotta take the dust cap out so we can shim it. Do a shimmy-rooney. It don't have to be perfect because the new dust cap will cover up what's left here, so and end up with something like that. There's a coil in here, and that's where you got to put the shims. You want to keep that pretty clean in there. So, Midwest Speaker sends you 2 shims, or blue shims and clear shims. These Jensen Model 5s take these clear shims only. So kind of put them in a half moon here. Kind of work it in there. Don't press it down too far because I don't know what's in there. Speaker land. Kind of be gentle. These shims will keep the voice coil centered when you put the new foam on. That way it won't rub when everything's glued and done, supposedly. I've done them without shimming them, but apparently you gotta shim them, I guess. Put the shim in there. Triangulate with 3 of them. Try to keep them clean. Keep the schmeg out of there. And then once you get your 3 in there, you kind of want to work your cone up. Go in there with fingers at the bottom and bring your cone up so it's above the basket here. That'll help you glue on. You don't want to put too much pressure on it because you don't want to come out too far. But you get the picture. Just kind of bring it up. Keep your shims down in there though. Just want it above the lip of the basket there, so when you glue on the foam, because if you didn't put the cone back up, you'd be hitting here and the cone would be down in there and the glue wouldn't stick very good. So this way when you push that cone up, it gives you good contact. So we'll set that aside, we'll get their glue on here. Midwest Speaker sends you the glue with the foam kit. I don't know what glue it is, it's probably the Eileen's tacky stuff. Oh. So, directions, you put this, spread this on, and for paper cones, you want to let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes to get tacky. So we'll make a circle around it. You want to do the inside first here to the cone. So you let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes, let it tack up a little bit. While we wait, like steel cracker does, you hydrate. Sweet tea. So once your glue sits and it's tacked up for about 10 minutes or so, your cone's up, basket, and we pick her up, flip her over, and kind of get her centered in there. Kind of eyeball it and lay it down centered. You can kind of move it around after you get around there, but kind of center it and then just go around and kind of mush it down a couple spots, kind of pull it in where you a little far off. Back it off and just go around and start dabbing her down. Kind of try to keep the same reveal on the cone. Pull it in where you need to, if you need to be. That sucker tacked up. That's stuck pretty good right there. Boy. Boy. Kind of dab-a-dab-a-doo. Keep on going, dabbing around. It'll kind of pull back into where it needs to after you're gonna. Q-tip, or take my Q-tip worked. I use this little spatula I got here from my CPU thermal paste. Kind of go around, make sure it's touching all the way around. Push down the glue. And once you got that on there, you want to set her aside and let it sit for an hour or 2 or 3 or 4. I'll probably let these sit till tomorrow and then glue the outside. So now that our foam's sat and dried to the cone here, just make sure your shims are, of course, leave your shims still in because we're not done. We got to glue the outside here, of course. And I just use my fingers. That way I can that way I can spin it in. So I think I'll mark a little X on done here when I'm going around. I'll start at the X here and work our way around. Oops. That's gonna make sure you. Where's my little spatula? Make sure you keep your finger under there. Come on. This can be tricky. It's tricky. Glue all the way around. Now it's the same as before. Work your way around and kind of push her down. It'll kind of re-center find where it's got to be here on its own. Work your way around, smooth out all the air pockets, and get her to seat down. Probably best to let this glue tack up, but we can't do that, seeing how it's. I mean, you could probably smush it down, lift it back up, and then go back around, but that would be pretty messy. So then, I don't know what to do here, but I remember I drove the cone up to keep the foam away from, or to keep the foam on the cone. Let's push it down a hair to keep it seated in the basket. That wasn't the right thing to do, I guess. Lift it up a little bit. Not all the way, just a little bit. When I did that, this lifted. But we got gaskets on the outside too, so maybe you don't want it. Don't push it down too far, just a little bit. Now we get to do the gaskets. So come in and put a bead back here. Hopefully I got enough glue to do both speakers here. Bead on top, bead on the back here. I try not to right here. You know, I'm going further than this like I did over there. Like on there. But now we just kind of line up the screw holes and set them in there. I don't know if they would have been in or out. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it upside down. Let it sit upside down, and it'll keep the weight of the speaker will keep the. But be careful because they might fall off when you do that. So we'll do that. Even distribution of weight. And if worse comes to worse, it doesn't work. And I got to do it again. Set up for a couple hours or overnight. I let the cones sit overnight, and then we can do we could probably do the cone now, but I want to let that sit up. Or not the cone, the dust cap. So I'll let these sit upside down and dry. And oh shoot. Just be careful. They should stay. Make sure there's nothing's under there like this. I already did the other one here for practice. So I don't know which one you see, but same deal. Flip her upside down and let them set up. I'm out for now. So both speakers got these cardboard gaskets on the back. Well, this one, they fell right off when I took it out. So I'm just going to use some Art Skills Crafter Makers whatever tacky glue. I think it's kind of the same as Eileen's tacky glue. I use it to repair a cone on the. I use it to repair a cone on a MTX speaker. It worked pretty good. Coffee filters and this stuff. The cone was torn. Ripped cone. I'll line up our little holes here. Some goo down. Put your goo down. I left the old adhesive on here. I don't think it'll matter. That's all filler. It's got to hold better than the shit did from the factory. Maybe. It fell off. Make sure you leave enough clearance to get your screws back in. So we're at our last step here to make my woofers woof again. I gotta put the dust caps on. I'm just gonna take some glue and put it around here and place her in there, and then I'm gonna put a socket on it. Hopefully the socket won't be too much. I think they'll be alright. Hopefully, I was worried to cave them in, but I think we'll be alright. I just need some glue. Some goopy goo. Stuff to take forever to flow. I should have kept it upside down here. See what I'm doing? Just kind of a bead around her. And I just kind of do this without making a mess. There ain't no really nice way to hold it. Just kind of drop her. Oops. Schmutzed. I got a little goop on the side. Put your weight on there. Suppose you can use go around and press her down. Oops. Looks like I'm a little crooked here. I don't think it matters, but that'll be alright. What the frick? compressor down here. And I'm gonna take a little, run a little bead around there. Get stuff to and voila, I ran a little bead around there. I'll let that one sit. It's not sit level here. Where is it? Ooh, shouldn't really mess with it too much. Why is it not sitting level? Whatever. It'll carry. Alright. And then we let them sit. I had smushed that one down, but I think we'll be alright. The glue will seep in under there. Gravity will do its duty. And there you have it. Next time you see them, they'll be in there woofing again, hopefully. Thank you for watching me re-woof my woofers. Got some suspension. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Don't play with it too much.